I've only asked for Havendock because it was a city builder and I can rarely resist one of those. But not only that perception proved reductive, but the game turned out to be much deeper and more interesting than I ever imagined. Since you are here, why don't you leave a like, a comment, or even better, subscribe to the channel for more indie content just like this one. It's a massive help. Thanks a lot. More than a city builder, Havendock is a colony simulator. We start alone with a wooden pier with the sea under our feet. Conveniently, the sea brings us wood, fish, or boxes with different items that help us to progress. In fact, without these gifts, it would be impossible to progress. It's not something that is essential to the game itself, but there is often something in each game that catches our attention, and in Havendock that hook was the fact that we expanded our city on top of several pontoons, always over water, in a mix of the film Waterworld with the game Raft. I'm glad there was something that caught my attention because the game is remarkably ugly, getting to the point where it even becomes confusing to simply navigate the menus before we understand how to do it properly. What is most striking is the dizzying speed at which we progress. Viewed alone, this is not abnormal, but the difference is that with Havendock we don't have dead moments, we don't hit barriers in development, we don't have to stand still waiting for some number to grow. Of course, this dynamic has a slight leverage. The resources that the sea offers us are useful during a large part of the game, and that feels a bit like cheating. I admit that I didn't like this mechanic very much, because during the several hours I played, I based much of my progress on this gift over which I had no influence over. Although we start alone, gradually more people appear on our pier, and these people are not very difficult to satisfy. Basically, they need a house and food, that's all. After that, they can be put to do different activities in order to keep our colony running on tracks, although from a certain more advanced stage of our development they prove not to be very intelligent in carrying out the tasks. Their tasks are often stopping because they are unable to interpret what activity they should carry out, even if we directly tell them what to do, which makes it very difficult to automate some actions or, at best, not being reassured to deduct that it is being done. It was very common to me to just make rounds to unlock machinery or production because some of the people were there just procrastinating without apparently understanding what to do, even if they had been doing it for years at that point in time. There is a progression tree that is done in a very intelligent way, since on the one hand it surreptitiously indicates the direction in which we should evolve, and on the other hand with one of the evolutions it gives us the tools to evolve the next one. This is very practical because even though there is a natural progression that takes us from nothing to be a technological marvel, it is easy to get lost when there is so much to do. In addition to evolving our colony, we can also explore the small world that surrounds us, finding new places and characters that try to give some flavor to what is happening in the screen. Perhaps in this aspect of the game something more could be done, but I do not feel that the story is important in these games, at least for me it isn't. There is also a trade component in this game, with several merchants appearing on our pier, but, once again, their importance goes from fundamental to useless with extreme ease, since, deep down, we only need them once, when the item they bring is essential to unlock something in the skill tree, but as soon as that item is unlocked, we never need them again, and what ended up happening to me was that in the end I wouldn't even see what they brought to trade ever again. Again, I do not understand at this point why games like this do not have cloud saves, forcing people to have more than one different save at any point in time. I do not understand. I simply do not understand. I was very impressed with Havendock. Its fast progression dynamics is an irresistible hook in this type of games, as it manages to keep the player excited and addicted for hours to end. Said like that, it seems easy, but apparently those who make similar games haven't realized it yet. Congratulations to YYZ Studio for realizing this and creating this addictive gem that is worth every cent of the price they ask for it. See you next time, guys. Bye!